Welcome back to American Wing Chun. I am Sifu Matt, and today is day number 20 of our 25 Days of Christmas Wing Chun Exercises for Beginners series. Today's video will be about the Kwun-Sau, or the rotating arms, this rotation that your arms have. So a lot of people call this position a Kwun-Sau. This is a Bong-Tan position. The Kwun-Sau is a movement. And a movement and a position are not the same thing. So I could be standing here in this position, but I'm not really doing a Kwun-Sau unless there's this movement of the hands rotating before I get into the position on the other side. So like what we did yesterday, we start out at our distance from the dummy. And then I can have a Lower Bong-Sau on the lower arm and a Tan-Sau, like this Tan-Sau in Sunim Tao. But since I'm 45 degrees from the dummy, it's now directly on the arm, and it should be directly in front of my center, as is the lower arm on the lower arm of the dummy. So just like yesterday, we switch the hands, and then we turn. We switch the hands, and then we turn. So the rotation happens where the bottom hand comes up through the inside, and the top hand drops down on the outside. And they basically just switch here. And once the arms have stopped moving, then the body turns to power this into the dummy. So I want to switch the hands and then turn, switch and then turn, switch and turn. So the lower arm again is pushing up into the opposite top corner. Every time I do a Bong-Sau, it's going upward diagonal this way. And this one's now going upward diagonal this way. And the Tan-Sau is going in the same direction pretty much as the Bong-Sau hand. I'm not exactly going towards the dummy with my Tan-Sau hand because the dummy can't stop me from hitting him. So I can't really do a Kwun-Sau or a Tan-Sau with this hand without it just wanting to hit anyway. Like I would just hit this the whole time. I wouldn't actually even stop in this position. So this has to go kind of forward into the arm itself, giving opposite, 180 degree opposite pressure from his pressure into mine. That's what's happening here with the dummy. So I switch and I go. Everybody says to do these things like into the dummy, whether it's a scissor Gong-Sau or a Kwun-Sau. But if you do those things, you'll just be hitting the dummy the whole time, and there's actually no solidness of position against the dummy's equal and opposite force pushing back into you. So you have to have this going the direction you're facing, basically. So I switch the hands, and then I turn. I switch the hands, then I turn. Switch, turn, switch, turn, switch, turn. And that's basically it. My weight is off of this leg, and I'm not holding my weight up. I want my weight to be back, so if I pick my leg up and I pull my arms away, I can keep my balance here, and I'm not leaning into the dummy. I want to be on this back leg. I switch the hands, turn to the center, and then turn offline. And I'm completely offline of this lower arm. This should not be pointing at you when you have done a stance turn. If it is, it means your Bong-Sau is out of position and he will hit you and there's nothing you can do about it. You have to be offline of that arm to keep this at bay. If you don't have that offline of you, you will be hit and there's nothing you can do about it. So make sure you shift your weight offline. So I switch the hands, turn to the center. Right now, I'm facing in square, and then I rotate and turn offline and shift my weight onto this back leg. I rotate the hands, turn to the center and turn, rotate my hands, and then turn, and turn, and turn. It transitions from one side to the next seamlessly. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And when I am here, it should be where the wrists are stacked on top of each other, and it's just like the form. In fact, it's like this Bong-Sau in Sunim Tao, just down here, in line with my belt buckle with my wrist. And then this is just like in the beginning of Sunim Tao. You just line that up onto the arm, on the arms of the dummy. So that is the Kwun-Sau, day number 20.